But that's not why we're here today. Today, we're playing through some more Dragon Age. So we are going to continue talking with our party members here. See what we can find out. We got a bunch of quests here in the area.
I did not see good Templars and evil mages in that circle, sister. Can I help you with something?
Maybe.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Tenloge MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was
oh, hello! Hello, Bogwitch. How we doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How's things? Alright, so we need 5 Drake Stone and 10 iron. And we still need that logging stand. I don't know where we're gonna find the logging stand.
Thanks for checking anyway.
Do. Oh, Liliana is in here. Hello, Liliana. Apparently praying over a barrel? Okay. I mean, whatever works, I guess.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
I love her. I would love if her armor didn't look weird. That's my only concern.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
My sympathies. You could blame her killers. People die. My sympathies.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Why are you telling me this? Let me help you. These are your problems. This seems a little bit like overreaching, but maybe let me help you will help bring her some happiness.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Well, alright then.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
Such stoic, right?
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor? Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
He's a pain.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Oh, hi, Cullen. Yeah, hi, Cullen. Hello, sir. The proper authority failed. I am not the herald. We're not so terrible. We have not been claiming to be the herald, so I think continuing down that path might be interesting. But we're not so terrible might be a better middle ground.
I don't know. The Inquisition seems about as functional as any young family.
How many families are on the verge of splitting into open warfare with themselves?
Most
Yes,
of them.
Because that would never happen to the Chantry.
Centuries of tradition will guide us. We are not the upstart, eager to turn over every apple cart.
Let's investigate him since we have the option.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
The mages and Templars are fighting even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
A
You
likely
won't grieve if
story.
the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
I hope. Alright, who have we not spoken to yet? Solus. Pow, thank you very much for your contribution to the Dream Daddy Feature Stream Challenge. We are getting ever closer to that goal. Oh, the apothecary's right here, too. Leaked! Hello, Prism!
Chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero.
Thank you very much for your contribution as well. Sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary.
Just popping in to contribute and disappear. Very well, Prism. I hope you
I've
have a
journeyed
lovely
deep
day.
into
Thank
the
you so
fade
much
in
for hanging
ancient
out.
ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
It is foretold that I am not the hotness, mainly because embers are 0. Oh no, Pow! Why study ancient ruins?
What do you mean ruins in battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
I like the way his character is designed. Very interesting to see someone who is so calm and collected in this kind of situation. Apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions they are carrying. Playing an elf mage is interesting to say the least. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Ooh, fancy.
Flissa said to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
They're fine. Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right. Smart woman for asking, though.
Patient observations, day 2. We already picked up day 1. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop feed of prep. Elf fruit extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the gray. Encouraging? That sounds horrible. Hello, sir.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making us wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
This guy, yeah. I was also just noticing his beard looks very much like glued on. And for some reason it is so glossy. Sir, why is your beard so glossy? I am concerned. I am very, very concerned.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
How are your people holding up?
We've got Mother Giselle lending a hand now, which helps. For the ones that need comforting more than actual healing, she's a rock in fast water. Something to cling to.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
You're so fussy.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Potion upgrading. You can upgrade potions you have already unlocked. To upgrade a potion, select a category, select a potion, then select an upgrade. Potion upgrades require a significant amount of herbs to unlock. In return, they give permanent and significant bonuses to your potions. Some of these conversations are hilarious. I agree. We don't have anything for the grenades yet. We don't have any tonics yet. Ooh, and a regeneration potion. Increase duration. Increase healing. Both of these require royal elf fruit. Dawn Lotus. Ooh. Alright. How do we... What else we got in here? Equip potions. There we go. Awesome. To replenish potions, you must have enough herbs of the appropriate type. There we go. Nice. Very cool. Alright, we spoke to Solus, we spoke to Helen, we spoke to Liliana, we spoke to Varric, we spoke to the apothecary. Can we talk to the smith now, maybe? Josephine is up there. That would be... Talk to Cassandra. We may need to go grab the notes. Oh! We have a marker for the heckin' logging stand. Amazing. Amazing. Finally.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm. I shall endure. What you have created, no one can tear asunder.
Because we've been trying to get this requisition done for ages.
Though you had granted them power over the very Fade itself.
Come on, you've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Alright, can we talk to the... There we go.
I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragonbone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Good morning, Miss Hedgie. How are you? Welcome into the chat, my friend. I hope you're doing well.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Who outfits the Inquisition's soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Doing fine. Just woke up. Very nice.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Is it time to caffeinate?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. You should have what you want just outside.
Greatly. Well, I have my Galaxy Burst rays, which I love.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Why not? Why can I not just put those pieces together, like, out in the middle of nowhere? What do you mean? That sounds fake. What do you mean I can't just, like, throw those things together in the middle of the battlefield? Huh? I need that point to move there. Alright. I wish the roads would show up on the mini-map. Because the roads would be super helpful. Aw, I can't call my mount here?
Why not?
Rude.
Because we're Templars.
Rude. Not this direction. Not that direction. This direction. Oh, I should probably save. Save! Always be saving. Work those abs. Hello, elf fruit. More elf fruit. Ooh, iron deposits. And some more elf fruit. Passing notes. Return the notes to Aiden. Oh, I totally expected we would have something to fight in here, but I guess not. Alright. That was easier than expected. We still need to go this way, though. So... can I take this road, maybe? No, not so much. We're gonna do overland here instead. Which apparently is going to earn us all of the elf fruit. Not a horrible thing. Gotta search around here. Got lots of iron deposits here, which will be helpful for the crafting. It still confuses me why he doesn't even get out a tool or anything. It's just his hands. He's like, nah, I got this, fam. Just gonna grab this chunk of iron out of the wall. No reason to worry about it. It's all good. Logging stand. Hooray! Finally. Took us flipping forever. Ooh, can I? What did we just fire at, buddy? What? Can I not fire at the Druffalo? I guess I can't fire at the Druffalo. I thought it was a Bisox. Apparently it's a Druffalo. Apparently it's a Druffalo. This is gorgeous. Hang on a second. Hang on. Give me a moment here. Yes, I know. There we go. Nothing going on here. I just had to turn everything off so that I could take a picture. It's fine. Okay. Turn it off and on again. Exactly. This is the way. This is the way. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I just had to take a screenshot of that very pretty setting. Nothing. Nothing going on here. Does anybody else get the feeling that when games are set in a wintry setting, it's because they didn't want to render water? Or they didn't want to deal with figuring out how to make a guy swim? Anybody else get that feeling? We don't want to do the character animation for the swimming. So let's just make it winter, and then everything is frozen over, and we don't have to have anybody be swimming. Oof. Seems legit. Like, I think about this all the time when I run across games like this, where it's like, oh look, this nice pond here, but it's wintertime, so it's ice. Did somebody want to not figure out how to make him swim? Is that what happened? Where's the lie? Yeah. Where's Ponderkind? Ponderkind's in the gaming industry. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me if the games are set in the wintertime just so that you don't have to figure out how to animate the protagonist swimming. Because I feel like that's a thing. Piggies! It's like Kratos in God of War. He doesn't swim in any game, but in one called Ghosts of Sparta. Why can I not go that way? I went that way before. What the heck? Rude. Penitent's Crossing. Pilgrims seeking to visit the Temple of Sacred Ashes are allowed to ride as far as the bridge, known as Penitent's Crossing. Then, whether they are sick or healthy, young or aged, the pilgrims are expected to walk by the temple sisters who supervise the bridge. All but the very sick and old are asked to shed heavy coats as they cross the bridge, allowing the cutting winds to strip prideful fixation upon the world from the flesh. The bridge is also of significant military value, used especially for these purposes in the years since the Fifth Blight, as a choke point against bandits, rebels, or even darkspawn stragglers. The bridge serves as a defensible fortification to protect the temple of sacred ashes from threats. From Walking the Chant by Sister Dorcas Guerin. Alright. I have run myself to the point that I am now lost. Hello? Where? Look, what is this map? We're not even on the same map now. Oh, come on. Fine. We're in a completely different zone now. I didn't see a notifier. If there was a notifier, I missed it. Miss Hedgie, thank you so much for the contribution to the Dream Daddy Feature Stream Challenge. Yes, we are. We are so close. We have basically a week left. 85% raised. Y'all have been awesome. Andraste's Mabari. You know Andraste's old Mabari. He didn't show up at the chant. If you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't. Have had some big old smelly war dog, but all Ferelden knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari by Holy Prophet's side. At the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog, he guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just a scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away. But even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out toward the fire, and Hessarian he shed a tear that dog laid on the pyre. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari is the companion of the Maker's holy bride. A popular, if historically unlikely, Ferelden tavern song. Only 70k left. Yes! Excellent. Y'all are so close. It's so good. The doggo. Yeah, the poor doggo. Poor doggo.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
Yes. Thank you for your help. Tell me, are you happy this way? With everything you feel and dream cut away?
These truths
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. Not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Thank you for the applause, Magic Sheep. I appreciate it. The timing. Yeah, the timing. The rightful owner of Haven. How the heck? How the heck?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Its followers need shelter. The Divine's advisors founded it, or we all have bigger problems. Its followers need shelter. The Divine advisors founded it. We all have bigger problems. Greedy rich people. We all have bigger problems. I feel like we all have bigger problems is going to be slightly antagonistic. Like, yes, we do. But also... who cares? It's true. I think I'm going to go with its followers need shelter. Because we are concerned about the well-being of those who are around. Or, yeah, the Divine's advisors founded it.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I see no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's
oh my god!
Hasty.
Oh.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia
yes!
would not want her passing to divide us.
Oh.
She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all. No matter
Blessings for a well-practiced politician. A bold and beautiful move.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Oh my god. Josephine, I love you. Does the Marquis own...
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. With our Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim, then must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Alright. Let's investigate while we're here.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Yeah. She is amazing. We could all hope to be as well spoken as she is, I think. The children of Andraste. There are many misconceptions regarding Andraste's bloodline, monsieur. This is due, I should think, to the general lack of knowledge regarding Andraste's mortal life. Understandable, considering the many cults that arose following her death. Everyone sought to claim Our Lady for their own culture or be claimed some aspect of her existence was a lie. All of them complete fabrications. My order has done considerable research to ascertain the truth. We all know Andraste and the betrayer raised 5 children. The eldest 3 were sons, Isareth, Evrion, and Verald. The rule of what was once the southern Tevinter was split among them. Isareth was given the west, what is today Orlais. Evrion was given the east, what is today the Free Marches. Verald was given the central plain scene, what is now Navarra. What became of these men and their legacies is the stuff of legend, and the majority of claimants to Andraste's bloodline link back to one of them. None of the 3 sons, however, were born of Andraste. They were born of the betrayer's concubine, Gillivan. People choose to overlook the fact that Andraste came from the Alamari tribesmen, and that they were barbarians, not the Ferelden's we know today. They were savage warriors who took concubines in addition to their wives because Andraste was thought to be too weak to bear children. The betrayer took Gillivan to provide him heirs, which she did. After her death, the sons were raised as Andraste's own. Later in life, Andraste proved predictions wrong and had 2 daughters by the betrayer, Ebris and Vivial. They were kept out of the public eye and not permitted to marry, though both had consorts. Ebris had but 1 child, Ali Vemar, who perished on a voyage to Denerim, less than a month after her mother fell to plague, and without children of her own. The younger daughter, Vivial, was more controversial, a strong-headed woman who defied her family by falling in love with a mage of Tevinter, Regulan. Vivial and Regulan went into self-imposed exile as the exalted march began, and into hiding following Andraste's betrayal and murder. What became of Vivial and her descendants is largely unknown for one primary reason. She had only daughters. Each of those daughters only had daughters. They married into other families and took other names, and in the chaos of the Second Blight, all traces of survivors were lost. Andraste's true bloodline, if it exists, lies solely in the descendants of Vivial, and the suspicion of my order is that it produces only daughters. Thus the claims of your young man, monsieur, are highly suspect. Letter of Sister Galena from Augustine Order, Dragon 912. Hello, I am lurking here doing some uni stuff. Vichy, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I hope you enjoy the vibes, even if it's just from the shadows.
That will help. Please tell me if you find something.
Alright, looks like we don't have anything else to find. We can talk to her, though.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Nice. Ooh, each consecutive hit does more damage. That looks helpful. There we go. Can I now learn the other one? Or does that require... Looks like it requires an upgrade of some kind. Dispel, Mind Blast. Let's do Dispel. And then Transmute Magic. Ooh, Shield Bash skill. Yes, please. Alright, what else is happening here? The war room. It is time to go to the war room. First we save. Of course. Always be saving. Gotta work those abs.